That's 13 litres mashing in with, boys. Right, let's get this stirred up. Running nice and slow. There are 0 dough balls in this today. Running in a little bit too quick on the stout. As a result, picked up a couple of dough balls that we had to sort out. Not a problem. It's always good if you can run it in slow. Temperature's not too bad today. It's quite warm actually. So I set the strike water for 75 degrees and we're at 66 for mashing in, which is what we want. So we'll give this a quick stir up and then we can talk about what we're actually doing. It occurred to me that the last time we did a New England IPA we didn't quite nail the part that makes it nice and cloudy, which is multiple dry hops throughout fermentation. This video, this New England IPA, we're going to be focusing more on what happens once the beer starts fermenting. So the recipe for the grain bill is relatively simple. Marisota, oats and Cara Gold, and that is it. Hop wise, there is a measly 10 grams of Columbus going in for a 60-minute boil, and then that's it. And then we're going to kill the heat, drop it down to 80, and that's where the big drop goes in. There's going to be 60 grams of Cascade and 40 grams of Mosaic going in at 80 degrees, and then when we run her off into the fermenter, that's when we start the dry hopping. So I will actually add the first hit of Cascade, which is 30 grams, straight into the empty fermenter, rack the beer onto that, pitch the yeast and let it go. And then 2 days into fermentation we're going to hit it off with another 50 grams of Cascade and 50 grams of Mosaic, and then once we get towards the end of fermentation then we're going to hit it again with some more Cascade. I've not decided how much. It's a real clear wort, fellas. Real clear. You know what? Just because I've never done it before, ever, I'm going to chuck the first hop additions in now. Gotta love Columbus. And that's that. There is no more hops going into this boil. It all happens after. So once we've done the runoff, boil is on, I'm golden for an hour. That's the type of brew day I like. 100 grams of Mosaic and Cascade combo. 60 grams of Cascade and 40 grams of Mosaic. And I gotta say, fellas, it's smelling gorgeous. Oh yeah. Right, we've got what we want. We've had to adjust for the numbers. I was just shy of 2 pints short collected in the boil pot, and that was giving me a reading of 10:46, and we wanted 10:43. So I just filled this up just shy of 2 pints. Poured it in, give it a good stir up, which has given us our 26.27 litres, which we needed. So we've got up to the volume that we need, and we are now at 10:44. So we're just with that 2 pints of fresh, clean water at the tap. We've got us volume up to where we need to be, and we are 1 point above our starting gravity. 10:44 when we wanted 10:43. So there's always a way around it. There's always a way around the situation. The hops are in already, so we don't need to worry about them. We just need to get her up to a boil, run it for an hour and chill it to 80, and then I'll see you when we're adding in the rest of the hops. We're well and truly halfway through the boil. Another 20 minutes left. I just got the pump running just to run boiling water through the pump and through the hoses to sanitize them, and that's it. There's nothing to see during the boil. We're done. Boil is done, so we're chilling, and I don't think it's going to take too long before we're down to 80, because we don't want to impart any more bitterness. So we're going to get down to 80 degrees and bang them in. And just to recap, there is 60 grams of Cascade and 40 grams of Mosaic, and it smells absolutely fantastic. We're also going to be using, we're stepping away from US 05 today, we're going to be using Mangrove Jack's M44 US West Coast 2 packs. High attenuation and high flocking. And it take long. We are dropping. Jesus, wet, that's hot. Ah! Now, let's see if we can't dick this shot over. Absolutely delightful. Right, pump back on and recircuit. Oh hell yeah! 20 minutes is up. Let's start a chilling.
Chill, my beauty. Chill.
I've just weighed out what's left in this 100 gram pack of Cascade. I was going to put 30 grams in at the start of fermentation. There's 47 grams left in here, so I ain't leaving 17 grams behind. So we're going to alter that into Beersmith, and we're just going to dump in the 47 grams. It's a bit of a on the fly thing, but today's all about experiments and more about how the hops are going to react during the fermentation. We can get the hops in best we can. We'll have to do this cack-handed, really. And in with the Cascade. We're done, boys. We're done. We're friggin' done. She's in bed, sitting at 19 degrees. I've set it at 17.5 degrees. Fermenter on the coolish side. But we'll follow the progress. So we racked straight on top of the first dry hopping, 40 odd grams Cascade. 2 days from now, when it starts kicking off and it's in full swing, then we'll hit it with some more Mosaic and Cascade and continue.
Blowing a bloody gale.
Friggin' storm afoot.
But it's getting interesting now.
Today's Monday, and Sunday mid-morning I came out to check and we were just starting to ferment. So today we are in the full throes of fermentation. So it's time to chuck in another charge of hops, which is going to be 50 grams of Mosaic and 50 grams of Cascade, 100 grams in total. Should be coming out nice and creamy after this one. That's the second charge. Charge number 2. Already in there was 30 grams that we racked onto. just over 100 grams in total for the second charge. 50 grams left in this packet, which will go in towards the end of fermentation. Oh, but I'm hoping that that big charge now during active fermentation is going to help to give me that characteristic murkiness of a New England IPA. Well, we don't know, we're going to find out. Oh my god. Storm Edna's on us, or whatever she's called. It's windy and raining. Right, I'm going to weigh these hops out because we have done fermenting. She has stopped, and I've knocked her up for a bit of a diacetyl rest. So now we're going to chuck in some more Cascade, whatever's in this bag. Let's weigh it. 63 grams. Concentrating on this staggered dry hopping, so instead of trying to nail a recipe, we're just interested in what happens when we do this, because I've never done it before. I want to see what it's like when we taste it. That's the last charge. The last charge of dry hops. That is it. There'll be no more hops going to this. I'll leave it a couple of days and then we'll get her in a keg and have a sneak peek. Well, that wraps up this brew day video and the following progression through dry hop. Thought I'd stick it all in one video. And that's it, guys. It's going to be interesting to see how much haze factor we've got. So as always, don't forget to thumb this video because it's room. Don't forget to hit this little icon and hit subscribe. Click it on so it's going to share the video. Today until next time. I'm out of here.